Hello everyone and welcome to another Senior Health Hacks video where we share simple tips to keep you feeling your best as you age. Today we're talking about something you might not think about every day, but it makes a big difference to your health: what you drink. Specifically, we're going to cover 10 drinks you should avoid to keep your heart strong and 5 better choices that can help your heart stay healthy. Your heart is so important. It's like the engine that keeps your body running, pumping blood to every part of you so you can stay active, enjoy time with your grandkids, tend to your garden, or take those walks you love. As we get older, our hearts can face more challenges like high blood pressure or a buildup of plaque in our arteries. The good news is that small changes like choosing the right drinks can make a big difference in keeping your heart in good shape. You don't need to overhaul your life, just make a few smart swaps. In this video, we'll explain why some drinks can harm your heart, and we'll give you easy ideas to replace them with drinks that support your health. We'll keep things simple and clear so you can feel confident making choices that are good for you. Stick with us, and by the end you'll know exactly which drinks to skip and which ones to reach for instead. Let's get started on this journey to a healthier heart, one sip at a time. Let's get started with the first one: sugary sodas. Sugary sodas like cola, lemon lime drinks, or root beer are some of the worst drinks for your heart. These are the fizzy drinks you find in cans or bottles at the store or in fast food restaurants. The problem with sodas is they're packed with sugar. One 12-ounce can of soda has about 150 calories and 10 teaspoons of sugar. To put that in perspective, that's like stirring 10 spoonfuls of sugar into a glass of water and drinking it. All that sugar can raise your blood sugar quickly, which over time can lead to weight gain and diabetes. Both of those make your heart work harder. Sugary drinks also don't fill you up, so you're adding extra calories without even noticing. Over time, those extra calories can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries. That's when fatty stuff sticks to the walls of the tubes that carry blood, making it harder for your heart to pump. Drinking just one soda a day can increase your risk of heart disease by about 20%. That's a big deal. So how much is too much? Try to keep sodas to a rare treat, maybe once a month. If you're drinking them every day, start by cutting back to one every other day. A great swap is to try sparkling water with a splash of lemon or a slice of cucumber. It's fizzy and refreshing without the sugar. Next up is energy drinks like Red Bull, Monster, or Rockstar. These are marketed to give you a quick boost, but they're not a good choice for seniors or anyone worried about their heart. Energy drinks are loaded with caffeine and sugar. A typical 16-ounce energy drink has about 160 milligrams of caffeine. That's like drinking 2 cups of coffee in one go. For comparison, a regular cup of coffee has about 80 milligrams of caffeine. Too much caffeine can make your heart beat faster and raise your blood pressure. Blood pressure is the force of blood pushing against your arteries, and when it's too high, it's like your heart is trying to push water through a kinked hose. Energy drinks also have other stimulants like taurine or guarana, which can add extra stress to your heart. For seniors, especially if you're on medications for your heart or blood pressure, these drinks can be risky. Even one energy drink a day is too much. If you're reaching for these to stay alert, try a small cup of green tea instead. It has a little caffeine, about 30 milligrams per cup, like half a cup of coffee, and it's gentler on your heart. Or take a short walk to boost your energy naturally. The third drink to watch out for is excessive alcohol. Now, a little alcohol like a small glass of wine with dinner might be okay for some people, but too much can hurt your heart.
Alcohol includes beer, wine, and spirits like whiskey or vodka. Drinking too much can raise your blood pressure and add extra calories that lead to weight gain. It can also weaken your heart muscle over time, which can lead to heart failure. That's when your heart struggles to pump enough blood to keep your body going.
For seniors, alcohol can also mix badly with medications like blood thinners or blood pressure pills. So how much is too much? For men over 65 and all women, stick to no more than 1 drink a day. 1 drink means a 12-ounce beer, a 5-ounce glass of wine, or a 1.5-ounce shot of spirits. To compare, that's about the size of a small coffee mug for beer, half a standard water glass for wine, or a shot glass for liquor. If you're drinking more than that, try cutting back slowly. For example, switch to a non-alcoholic beer. or a glass of grape juice for that wine-like flavor. If you don't drink at all, that's great. No need to start. Talk to your doctor if you're unsure about alcohol and your medications. The next drink to avoid is sugary fruit juice, like the kind you buy in big jugs or cartons at the store, such as orange juice, apple juice, or grape juice. You might think fruit juice is healthy because it comes from fruit, but most store-bought juices are loaded with sugar. A single 8-ounce glass of orange juice can have 7 teaspoons of sugar, which is like eating 7 sugar cubes. That's almost as much as a can of soda. All that sugar can spike your blood sugar, which over time can lead to weight gain and diabetes, both of which make your heart work harder. These juices also lack the fiber you get from eating whole fruit, so they don't fill you up, and you end up adding extra calories. Extra calories can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries, those tubes that carry blood, making it tougher for your heart to pump. Drinking sugary juice every day can increase your risk of heart disease, just like sodas. So how much is too much? Try to limit sugary fruit juice to a rare treat, maybe once a week. If you love juice, switch to a small glass of 100% fruit juice with no added sugar, about 4 ounces, which is half a coffee mug. Even better, eat a whole piece of fruit like an orange. It gives you the same nutrients, plus fiber to keep you full. To cut back, try diluting juice with water, half and half, to reduce the sugar while still getting some flavor. Another drink to steer clear of is sweetened iced tea, like the bottled or canned ones you see at gas stations or supermarkets, such as peach or lemon-flavored teas. These drinks sound refreshing, but they're packed with sugar, sometimes even more than soda. A 16-ounce bottle of sweetened iced tea can have 12 teaspoons of sugar, which is like stirring 12 spoonfuls of sugar into your tea at home. That much sugar can raise your blood sugar and add extra calories, leading to weight gain and stress on your heart. High sugar also increases triglycerides, a type of fat in your blood. Think of triglycerides like extra grease clogging your arteries, making it harder for blood to flow. For seniors, too many sugary drinks can also raise blood pressure, which is the force of blood pushing against your artery walls. Drinking sweetened iced tea daily can really add up. Aim to skip these drinks altogether or have them only once in a while, like at a special event. If you enjoy iced tea, make your own at home with plain tea bags and a tiny bit of honey, about 1 teaspoon per glass, which is much less sugar. Or try unsweetened herbal tea, like mint or hibiscus, chilled in the fridge for that refreshing taste without the sugar overload. The 6th drink to avoid is high-sugar coffee drinks like frappuccinos, flavored lattes, or mochas you get at coffee shops. These are the ones with whipped cream, syrups, or sweet toppings. They might taste like a treat, but they're more like a dessert. A 16-ounce caramel frappuccino can have 400 calories and 15 teaspoons of sugar, which is like eating a slice of cake. All that sugar and calories can lead to weight gain, which puts extra pressure on your heart. These drinks also often have saturated fat from cream or whole milk, which can raise your cholesterol. Cholesterol is a waxy substance in your blood, and too much can stick to your arteries, like buildup in a pipe, slowing down blood flow. For seniors, these drinks can also have caffeine, about 100 milligrams in a frappuccino, which is like a strong cup of coffee. Too much caffeine can make your heart race or raise your blood pressure, especially if you're sensitive to it. Try to avoid these coffee drinks or have them only once a month as a special treat. If you love coffee, switch to a small black coffee or a latte with low-fat milk and no syrups. A 12-ounce low-fat latte has about 120 calories and no added sugar, plus just 80 milligrams of caffeine, like a regular cup of coffee. To make it easier, bring a reusable mug to the coffee shop and ask for something simple to keep your heart happy. The 7th drink to avoid is sports drinks, like Gatorade or Powerade, which you might see athletes drinking on TV or find in bright bottles at the store. These drinks are marketed to help with hydration and energy, but for most seniors, they're not a good choice. Sports drinks are high in sugar, with a 20-ounce bottle containing about 9 teaspoons of sugar, which is like eating 9 sugar cubes. That sugar can spike your blood sugar and add extra calories, leading to weight gain that stresses your heart. They also have sodium, about 270 milligrams per bottle, which is like a pinch of salt. Too much sodium can raise your blood pressure, the force of blood pushing against your arteries, making your heart work harder. For seniors, especially if you're not doing intense exercise like running a marathon, you don't need these drinks to stay hydrated. Plain water does the job better. Drinking sports drinks daily can increase your risk of heart problems, similar to sugary sodas. Limit them to rare occasions, like if you're sweating a lot from yard work. Instead, try plain water with a slice of lemon or cucumber for flavor. A good goal is 8 glasses of water daily, about 8 small coffee mugs. If you want electrolytes, eat a banana. It has potassium, like what's in sports drinks, without the sugar. The 8th drink to avoid is diet or zero sugar sodas, like Diet Coke or Coke Zero. You might think these are better because they have no sugar, but they're not great for your heart. These drinks use artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose, which can trick your body into craving more sweets. Over time, this can lead to overeating and weight gain, which puts pressure on your heart. Some studies suggest artificial sweeteners might also affect your blood vessels, making them less flexible, which can raise blood pressure. A 12-ounce can of diet soda has about 180 milligrams of sodium, like a small pinch of salt, which can add up if you drink several cans. For seniors, too many diet sodas might also irritate your stomach or interact with medications. Drinking more than one a day is too much. Try to cut back to once a week or less. A great swap is sparkling water with a splash of 100% fruit juice, about 1 tablespoon per glass, which is like a teaspoon of natural sugar. It's bubbly and tasty without artificial stuff. To ease off diet sodas, try cutting your usual amount in half and mixing with plain water to dilute it, then switch fully to water or herbal tea. The 9th drink to avoid is high caffeine teas, like strong black tea or certain green teas when you drink them in large amounts. Tea can be healthy in moderation, but some teas have a lot of caffeine, especially if you brew them strong or drink several cups. A 12-ounce mug of strong black tea can have 70 milligrams of caffeine, almost as much as a cup of coffee. Drinking too much caffeine can make your heart race or raise your blood pressure, which is the push of blood against your artery walls. For seniors, especially if you have heart problems or take medications, too much caffeine can cause irregular heartbeats, like your heart skipping a step. More than 2 cups of high caffeine tea a day is risky. If you love tea, switch to herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint, which have no caffeine. 1 cup of herbal tea is about the size of a small teacup. To cut back, try brewing your black tea weaker, using the tea bag for just a minute, or mix in decaf tea. If you need a little pick-me-up, a small glass of water with a squeeze of lemon can refresh you without stressing your heart. The 10th drink to avoid is creamy liqueurs or milkshakes, like Bailey's Irish Cream or fast food milkshakes from places like McDonald's. These drinks are rich and sweet, but they're loaded with sugar and fat. A 16-ounce fast food milkshake can have 600 calories, 15 teaspoons of sugar, and 20 grams of saturated fat, which is like eating a stick of butter. A 2-ounce serving of creamy liqueur has about 200 calories and 8 teaspoons of sugar, like a candy bar. All that sugar and fat can raise your cholesterol, a waxy substance that clogs arteries, slowing blood flow to your heart. The extra calories also lead to weight gain, making your heart pump harder. For seniors, these drinks can also upset your stomach or interact with medications like cholesterol pills. Have them only as a rare treat, maybe once a month. If you crave something creamy, try a small glass of low-fat milk, about 8 ounces, which is like a coffee mug and has just 100 calories with no added sugar. For a dessert-like treat, blend a banana with low-fat milk for a homemade shake. To cut back, start by halving your portion and savoring it slowly to satisfy your sweet tooth without harming your heart. Now that we've covered 10 drinks to avoid to keep your heart healthy, let's talk about 5 drinks you can enjoy instead. These are simple, affordable choices that support your heart and are easy to find. We'll go through each one, explain how it helps your heart, and give you practical tips to make them part of your day. First up is plain water. Plain water, whether it's from the tap or a bottle, is the best drink for your heart. Water keeps your blood flowing smoothly, which helps your heart pump without working too hard. It also helps your kidneys flush out extra sodium that's like a pinch of salt in your blood, which can raise blood pressure. Blood pressure is the force of blood against your arteries, and keeping it normal is key for heart health. Drinking enough water also prevents dehydration, which can make your heart race. Aim for 8 glasses of water a day, about 8 ounces each, which is the size of a standard coffee mug. That's like filling a medium water bottle twice. If you're not used to drinking water, start with 4 glasses and work up. To make it tasty, add a slice of lemon cucumber or a few berries for a hint of flavor. Keep a water bottle on your kitchen counter or carry one when you're out. Sparkling water is fine too, as long as it has no added sugar or sodium. Check the label to be sure it's just water with bubbles. Water is free from your tap, and it is the easiest way to care for your heart every day. The second heart-healthy drink is herbal tea, like chamomile peppermint or hibiscus. These teas have no caffeine, which is great for seniors, because too much caffeine can make your heart beat too fast or raise blood pressure. Herbal teas are full of antioxidants, which are like tiny helpers that protect your blood vessels from damage. Damaged blood vessels can lead to plaque buildup. That's when fatty stuff clogs your arteries, making it harder for blood to flow. 1 cup of hibiscus tea a day, about the size of a small teacup, can even help lower blood pressure a little. To compare, that's about 8 ounces, like a small glass of milk. Herbal teas are also calming, which can reduce stress, and stress can strain your heart. Brew a tea bag in hot water for a few minutes or chill it for iced tea. Avoid adding sugar, but if you like it sweet, use a teaspoon of honey, which is like a small drizzle. You can find herbal tea bags at any grocery store for just a few dollars a box. Try sipping a cup in the evening to unwind and give your heart a break. Next is low-fat milk or fortified plant-based milk like almond soy or oat milk. These are great for your heart because they provide calcium and vitamin D, which help keep your blood vessels flexible and your heart strong. An 8-ounce glass of low-fat milk, about the size of a coffee mug, has 300 milligrams of calcium, which is like eating 2 slices of cheddar cheese. It also has about 100 IU of vitamin D, like a small piece of salmon. Fortified plant-based milks have similar nutrients, but check the label for unsweetened to avoid added sugar. Too much sugar can lead to weight gain, which puts extra work on your heart. These milks also have less saturated fat than whole milk, which helps keep cholesterol low. Cholesterol is a waxy substance that can clog arteries like grease in a pipe. Drink 1 to 2 glasses a day, especially if you don't eat many dairy foods. Try low-fat milk in your cereal or a splash of almond milk in your coffee. Keep a carton in your fridge and shake plant-based milk before pouring to mix in the nutrients. These are affordable and widely available, making them an easy choice for heart health. The fourth drink is 100% fruit juice in small amounts, like pure orange or grapefruit juice with no added sugar. Unlike sugary juices we talked about earlier, 100% juice has natural sugars and nutrients like vitamin C, which helps protect your blood vessels. A 4-ounce serving, about half a coffee mug, has 60 calories and 3 teaspoons of sugar, like eating a small orange. That's much less sugar than a soda. Too much juice can still raise blood sugar, so stick to 4 to 6 ounces a day. This small amount can lower your risk of heart disease by keeping your arteries healthier. Check the label to make sure it says 100% juice, and avoid juice drinks, which have added sugar. Try diluting it with water half and half to stretch it further and cut the sugar. Sip it with breakfast or as a mid-morning treat. If you're on medications like statins for cholesterol, talk to your doctor, since grapefruit juice can interact with some drugs. Whole fruit is even better, but a small glass of 100% juice is a heart-smart choice when you want something sweet. Finally, green tea in moderation is a great option. Green tea has a little caffeine, about 30 milligrams per 8-ounce cup, which is like half a cup of coffee, so it gives a gentle lift without stressing your heart. It's packed with antioxidants that help reduce inflammation in your blood vessels. Inflammation is like irritation that can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries. Drinking 1 to 2 cups a day, about the size of a small teacup, can lower your risk of heart disease a bit. Don't overdo it because too much caffeine can raise blood pressure. Brew a tea bag for 1 to 2 minutes to keep it light and avoid adding sugar. If you want flavor, try a drop of lemon. Green tea is inexpensive and you can find it in any store. Sip it in the morning or afternoon for a refreshing boost. If you're sensitive to caffeine, switch to decaf green tea, which still has those heart-healthy antioxidants. This is a simple way to treat your heart well. We've covered a lot today about keeping your heart healthy by choosing the right drinks. Skip those 10 harmful drinks like sugary sodas, energy drinks, and creamy milkshakes that can raise your blood pressure or clog your arteries. Instead, reach for heart-smart choices like plain water, herbal teas, low-fat milk, 100% fruit juice in small amounts, or a cup of green tea. These drinks help your heart pump smoothly and keep your blood vessels strong. Start with one small change this week, like swapping a soda for a glass of water about the size of a coffee mug. Small steps add up to big benefits for your heart. Always check with your doctor about what's safe, especially if you take medications. You're taking charge of your health one sip at a time, and that's something to feel good about. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend or family member. For more simple health tips like these, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. Your heart deserves the best care, and we're here to help you every step of the way. Stay healthy and see you soon.